Hey guys, Self-Care September. It is Sunday evening and I'm just going to do a real short video tonight. I want to talk about, it's Sunday. Tomorrow is Monday morning. People dread Mondays. I'm off on Mondays. I don't dread them at all. But everybody dreads Monday. At the beginning of the work week, everybody has to get back on track and do the things that they don't necessarily really love to do in most cases. So I wanted to do tonight talk about how we start off our day in the morning when we wake up and the kind of information that we take in. When I used to live with my mother with my kids, Kamari and I would watch the morning news with my mother because that's what she would watch. And to be honest with you, the news is not a happy thing. Most things are pretty, as we all know, depressing on the news. And Kamari and I would often have these really heated, not heated, but in-depth conversations about things that concerned us because we're watching the news and all this stuff is happening on the news and the world around us. The reason I start with that is that, you know, a lot of people like to be informed, but if the information is negative and the information isn't uplifting and we're starting our day with that, then how does that set the tone for our whole day? So we stopped watching the morning news. And I'll tell you what, our conversations in the morning are pleasant. They are happy. We are chit-chatting about things that are making us smile and laugh and all of this stuff. So the tone and the tone of the conversation and the things that you discuss and the things that you think first in the day affect your day all day long. It affects your mood. It affects how you feel. If we're hypothetically watching the news and all of this around us is just so negative, what are we going to be thinking about? What are we thinking about when we're making our coffee and we're hearing about this on the news, another death or this or that? And you know, it's not that we don't need to be informed about that, but it's what my comparison is really more about the intake of information into our body and how that it makes us feel. So when we take in that kind of tone, negative tone and rhetoric, it affects us and how we feel. My topic for Self-Care September today is write a mantra. Write a mantra. If you don't want to call it a mantra, if you just want to call it your motivation speech, if you want to call it your pep talk, whatever you want to do, write something out for yourself for every day. When I first decided to write myself a mantra, I wrote mine, and once again, I don't know if I think I mentioned it before, but I think in poetry. So my mantra is a little bit long, front and back, and it is in the form of a poem, and it's my way of telling myself in very positive and uplifting words that I can do whatever I set my mind to. That I am worthy, that I am relevant, that, you know, whatever it is, you know, for me is in this. And when I read it in the morning, I remember how I'm going to live my day. It sets the tone for my energy because it's positive, it's uplifting, it's encouraging. No one has to write a double-page mantra like this. My daughter homeschools, and last year we were talking about this, and I wanted to change sort of the vibe of how she thought about herself and work. And I told her, I said, I need you to write a mantra. I said, I don't care what it is. I just need you to write something that is going to encourage you, however you need encouragement every day. And my daughter wrote, "This is my mantra," and she wrote it and she stuck it on her door. So that was her mantra, the phrase, "This is my mantra," but she wrote it, she made a pretty paper and she put it on her door, and every morning she got up and she said, "This is my mantra." And I said, okay, does it make you feel happy? Is it something that makes you feel, and she goes kind of like, yeah, actually it's my mantra. And we laughed about it. So the vibe around her one-line mantra was uplifting because every time she said it, we'd laugh. Every time we talked about it, we would kind of giggle that of all the things that she could write, that's what she chose to write, and it was just kind of funny. So another really quick thing that I want to mention along the lines of writing a mantra and writing yourself a good morning note is I love these little pep talk apps where people who are inspirational speakers, every morning I get a message. Every morning, something from about 2 minutes to 7 minutes long, and it's just about, you know, it's like Will Smith and Tony Robbins and Tony Baskins and other professors and people who have strived and struggled and lived through all kinds of things, and are here to tell us, you know, how to be positive and all, just whatever they have to say. But these apps are absolutely fabulous because you get a little pep talk first thing in the morning, and they're inspirational. They feel good. These people almost sound like they're yelling at you first thing in the morning, but they are. They're yelling at you to be the best you. They're yelling at you to do the work. They're yelling at you to stop procrastinating and holding you back. And a lot of us need that. A lot of us need the right kind of motivation. So September self-care for today, Sunday the 22nd, is write a mantra. Write something that makes you encourage yourself. Write a note, write a poem, write something. Listen to some pep talk videos. Change what the information that you take in first thing in the morning. Make it positive, because that will carry out through your day. If you wake up to a good morning kiss versus, hey, get out of bed, how does your day start? It's a whole energy balance. So you really just want to work at doing the best you can to provide that balance for yourself. Okay, guys? I hope everybody wakes up and has a great Monday morning.